Kevin, how nice was it to see some of your three-pointers falling early after the tough time you had yesterday?
My goodness, man. Felt great, when I pregame, I was so focused on just going through my whole process on my threes, not rushing, keeping my follow through up, and I just try to duplicate that same um, performance in the real game, So, yeah, I was conscious of it. I knew I was struggling from the three the last few games, and I wanted to turn that around. Then my free throws went away, so I got to make sure both of those are working at the same time.
Kevin, could you just tell us about the process of trying to get you guys into a better shooting rhythm,
Yeah.
get you guys better shots? Ime was just talking about it. He felt like the quality of shots were there. Y'all just knocked a few of them more down. Just tell us a little bit about trying to find that, trying to figure out that balance.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we've been good generating good shots the last 4 or 5 games. I felt like we probably shot the worst in NBA history in the last 4 or 5 games, and sometimes when you miss open shots or miss layups or pull up jump shots that you normally hit, it takes a toll on you mentally. And I think this is good for us to go through to know how to get out of this hole that we in shooting the basketball. But I think defensively we still been there the last 4 or 5 games, and but offensively I think it'll start to turn around. Reed was the reason why we got going. I think coming in and hit them three threes that got energy into the building, energy into us as a group, and then I came after that and hit a couple threes as well. So the 3-point line is huge for us. We're gonna need guys to knock them down, and I think that just opens up our whole game.
You mentioned Reed. When he's on the floor, do you feel an uptick, I guess, in pace and the kind of energy of the group?
I feel like we got good energy. I think Reed doesn't take away from what we're doing once we get on the floor. But he adds another dimension to our team. We need his quick trigger from the three, and which forces the other team to switch up their defense as well. They don't want him to get going. So a lot of time, he gives us more space out there shooting the three. So I like that he comes off the bench and doesn't disrupt what we're doing and just adds to it only.
Kevin, I think you're now 21 points away from being sixth on the all-time scoring list. I know there are a lot of great players on that list, but just conceptually, when you think about the history of what you've done in this league, how do you put that all in one place?
Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. It's time is flew. You look up to so many players that have accomplished a lot in this league. And the guys that are around me on that list is a lot of players that I watched over the years and studied and try to get to know more about as individuals and as players and understand why they're so great. And they set a blueprint and standard, man. I'm just trying to reach it, man. That's all I'm doing. And I want to keep showing up every day like they did.
Kevin, there was that sequence from Alpi where you kind of took it straight to Gobert, finished at the rim, then had the loose ball, dove on the floor, igniting the break. Just kind of how did you feel about that sequence and kind of what it did for you guys and just kind of his overall contributions to tonight's game?
Yeah, and then that opened the game up for us. I think we was a tight game. It was a back and forth 2-3 point game up until then. I think that those plays right there gave us the momentum and gave us a little bit of separation that we needed at that time. And he inspires everybody when he does stuff like that. And I think that's the best part about being on the team is that you can get inspired by guys just playing their games and being themselves, and they just lit a fire out of all of us.
And Kevin, congratulations on the victory.
Thank you.
And with Martin Luther King Day on Monday, just wanted to know real quick, what does his legacy of fighting for justice and freedom mean to you?
It means everything. It means, somebody who stood on everything that he believed in, regardless of the backlash that came with it, and we all can learn a lesson from that. Sacrifice his life for this movement, and to see where it was back then and where it is now. It's a lot of progress since then. We got a long ways to go, but he got an emotion for us, and grateful for it. And he's set an example for people all around the world, no matter what color you are.